Hey, 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 what do you say? It's the Swypit Show right here in beautiful Frisco, Texas. Of course, I am streaming live to you today, and I hope you're enjoying your day wherever it may be. But of course, we are the Swypit Show, and we are making sure that you're going to like it, making sure that you're going to share it, making sure that, you want more information. You may get a hold of us because we don't know what we're doing. But, anyways, hey, listen. Swipe It Show, we're here to help people, and people help people. So, you know what? We're going to help some people today with obliterating the competition with my buddy Matt Cretzman. We're going to bring him on in a few seconds. I'm so excited for today's show. I've been thinking about it all day. I got hung up on some other stuff. But listen, this guy, he came here from like Canada. You got to like when you talk about Canada, you got to go hey, buddy, I don't know how they do it. Maybe we'll get some really good donuts. There's supposed to be some sort of really good donuts up in Canada. I don't know. Maybe you want to chime in and tell me you've had those donuts or tell me the name of those donuts. I don't know. Anyways, we're looking for info from you. So give us some feedback. Make sure you like, share, follow. Yeah, follow. I haven't said that one in a while either, because then when we go live, you'll be there to see it. And we want you to be excited about our guests and or just listen to me rant and rave about bullshit that is driving me crazy. But today we're going to have Mr. Ryan bring in Mr. Matt Cretzman. Come on in, Matt. There he is. What do
What's
you
up,
say,
my
Matt?
man, Kevin? Hey,
Hey,
man.
man, you having a good day today or what?
I'm having a great day. You caught me at a time when I was just reading this great book by this guy. You may
I
know
don't know.
him.
Who is that?
I don't know, some guy, some cool
Yeah.
guy.
Hey, well, that's good. I hope you're enjoying it. Has Nadia read it yet?
I
Yeah.
can't get it off. It's on her nightstand. I mean, it's right there. It's like the Bible and then your book right on top. Actually, she loves your book.
Oh, I'm just like I'm competing with God and Jesus now. Wow.
I mean, it's a
Let's
good
see.
book.
God, Jesus, Kevin. Kevin, hey, Kevin.
Hey, what you have in common is your heart, man. You have a heart of gold and you love serving people. And that's one of the things I love about you.
Oh, yeah, baby. Gotta like the
Big
heart.
heart. Yep.
Hey, listen, I'm super excited to have you on the show because I know we're going to blow it up today. We got a whole bunch of people listening and ranting and raving. And if you see anybody pop in here, I don't know, maybe somebody might say something. We definitely want to have some answers, some questions, answers, or whatever it is that we're going to be doing. But
Yep.
I think the cool thing about Matt is this: how he and I became friends was really unique because it was based on what he does is marketing.
Mm,
And through the Texas Legends, it was
mhm.
a email I received from somebody from the Texas Legends. I'm going, don't they already know I'm involved with them some way after 10 or 12 years? I'm like, I don't even know how long I don't even, it was a 3-4 years ago that we
Yeah.
met. And then I was like, okay, I got to use this guy for some marketing. I got to have him help me out here. And then COVID hit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, bummer. But
Hmm.
this is when we were able to do some more marketing strategy stuff. And then
Yeah.
you changed the name of your company to
Hmm.
the Stormbreaker Digital, right?
You
I
sound you
mean,
sound
it's
like a
like,
spokesman, man.
it's what?
You sound like a spokesman. That's
Yeah,
good. I like
it's
that.
Stormbreaker Digital.
Exactly.
Every time I see that website, it's like Stormbreaker Digital.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you have sensitivity to light, strobe lights, don't go to our website.
Don't go there.
You'll have a seizure. There's lights on light
So
like flashing
the
lights.
reason, yeah, and the reason I want to bring it up right now is because usually after the show, you go, so how can we, connect with you? Say, no, I want you to go check out his website right now. So it's what is it?
Unleash stormbreaker.com.
Yes, unleashstormbreaker.com. Go there, check it out, and then close it out because you're not going to be able to pay
That's
attention
it.
to us of
No.
what the heck Matt is doing. But if you want to obliterate your competition, that's the company that obliterates the competition. And
Yep.
I'll tell you the things that they do, we're going to get into that. But more before we get into that, I want to go back into you because you come from Canada, eh? And
A. Yep. A.
you got to eat. Did you talk like that in school or no? you know?
You know, looking back, I never actually really had like a really thick Canadian accent. You probably heard it if,
Oh,
if I, but it's not, no, I left 10 years ago. So I've been out of it for a long time, but I grew up near Toronto and we don't really have like that thick of an accent. So, mm-mm.
so Toronto. So, I mean, I'm curious, you live in Canada. Is it cold or what?
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, it's cold about 8 months out of the year.
Yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
you come to Texas, what a huge difference, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a big difference. Man, I don't. I love American culture. I love my Canadian folks. I'm a Canadian fan too, but there's just something about American culture and Texan culture that I strongly identify with.
Well, I
And a
know
lot of that is, yeah,
I know that you were in Canada and you left Canada. You didn't come directly to Texas. So how did you end
yeah,
up in Texas? Because I want to give you some key topics, right? Because I want
yeah.
to know about this thing in Africa. I want to know how you ended up in Texas because I know you didn't come here right away. Because people go,
Yeah.
so Kevin, how long you been living in Texas? And I go, well, I've been here 20 years, but I didn't come from New York directly. So you're
Hmm.
kind of like me kinda juggling, doing stuff, but I think you found your
Yeah.
home, right? Because like me, Texas seems to be the place to be.
No, I went through the process, and no, I came over into the states because I launched a nonprofit where we were serving communities in Latin America, Dominican Republic, Cuba, and then eventually found myself in India, started an orphanage out there and worked with a lot of local leaders, doing the John Maxwell thing, training leaders, and that's the short story. There's a much longer story, but I've learned a lot along the way. Eventually found my way here in Texas in December 2015. And yeah, this is home. I'm never going. I'm never leaving.
I know you even drug your brother out here, Andrew.
I did. I drug him and I dragged him. First I drugged him and then I dragged him.
Yeah. When I say drug, I'm saying drug, you know? Drugging him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he came across with his 6 kids, 2 Great Danes, puppy, cat, gerbil, parakeet, and everything in between. Yep.
I think he's in Florida now, right?
Yeah, he is. Yep. Yep. He's
Yeah.
loving the
What up,
sunshine.
Andrew? Thanks for watching.
What's
Of
up,
course,
homie?
we got Matt is, a unique individual who's he's a father of two, and he has this what kind of dog is that you have? It's a very different kind of dog.
Yeah, she's a Pomsky. She might. No,
What
she
kind of
normally
dog?
she's a Pomsky, so she's a mix between a Pomeranian and a Husky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she,
I'll get her. Here, I'll get her.
yeah, yeah. So she's a fun dog. But hey, listen, when you have really cute dogs, you want to show everybody what kind of dog you have, right? Because
Exactly. Come here.
people, are you going to be bringing this dog to the Westminster show? You know what I mean? Hey, there she is.
There she is.
There
There's
she
my.
is. Hey, and what's your dog's name?
Yeah, this is Ray, named after Jedi Ray in the new Star Wars.
Oh,
If you've seen
wow.
him.
So
Yeah.
Ray is our first dog on the show. So
There you
welcome.
go. Welcome.
Yep.
Hey,
And
what's
I'm gonna
up?
throw you some treats. There we go.
There you
All
go.
right. She
All
got
right.
it.
There she
Yeah.
is.
She got to come over and play with Sasha. My Sasha
Oh
hasn't
yeah.
even been on the show yet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, very cool. So here we are. When you come out here, I know that you didn't go to college to be the marketing guy, right? You didn't
Mm-mm.
go to college to figure out how to obliterate the competition with Stormbreaker. So,
Hmm.
what is it that you went to school to do? What was your original thought of what I want to be when I grow up thing? What was it?
Yeah. So my educational background is actually, well, yeah, formal training. I guess it is. It is in education. Actually, I got my degree in education. I didn't have any aspirations of being a teacher per se, but I was just preparing for the service that I would do in the nonprofit world, and was training to become a pastor, a church leader, and God had different plans. So I would say ever since I was a kid, if you read my LinkedIn bio, you'll see the story of how I kind of fell into marketing. It was from a young age through influences of my dad, him being in purchasing and marketing. And I'm one of those guys like you, where if I find something good, I'm always telling everybody about it. Like they got to try the new restaurant, they got to drive this car, they got to go to this show, watch this movie. I've always been that guy. So I'm a perpetual marketer just by
Nature.
by birth, by nature, just by nature. It's just who I am because I'm
It's
always wanting to
inbred.
share
It's
cool things.
genetic.
It is.
It's
It's
a proven
genetic.
fact.
Yeah, it is. And so that's marketing. Marketing is really taking a message and getting in front of the right people. You got a product or service, you want to share it with the world. Well, how are you going to do that?
Exactly.
That's essentially what I do, So yeah, I didn't
So what
prepare for it,
what
but
when you wanted to go into the nonprofit world, when you realized that nonprofit means I don't make any money, but you had higher expectations to be able to, I think what you've realized is you figured out through your own and natural ability is that you could do what you really want to do, make a great living, but help
Mhm.
others still in that, not necessarily in the nonprofit world, but help people in getting them the funds, maybe marketing or using your unique talents to help them be and do the things that they want to do. Would you
Yep.
agree?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times, guys like us who have such a big heart and we want to help people, we want to make a difference. Sometimes your biggest area of influence can come not from actually, leaving everything and going and working in a nonprofit. Sometimes it can come from you building a business and then being
Yeah,
a giver and creating influence that way to influence your employees or your vendors or your partners to give, serve, and be involved, right? So
absolutely.
sometimes it's just really understanding your strengths and your gifting and what you're really, really good at, what you're passionate about, and let that become, like the foundation for you to get involved and share the message of all these beautiful nonprofits around the world that are making a difference. So I started out in the nonprofit. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is nonprofit. We need everybody, right? There's
We
different
do.
players we need different players on the team. I thought that was my spot on the team, and I learned a lot, made a difference, and it was a wonderful time of my life. But now I'm in this position of playing a different position. I was center, now I'm point guard. And I'm running this company, and we've just been. I'm grateful, man. Just blessed, grateful to be able to do this.
Well, I think I'm the one that's blessed to have a friend like you that's, certified on Facebook and Google and LinkedIn and helping people, here the cool thing about business, and this is what a lot of people miss, is that we love to help people and we love to see people successful. And the people that are like that will do all this cool stuff for you. And what people don't realize
Mhm.
is that if you're energetic, you have knowledge and you have expertise, it's not even work. It's just a whole bunch of fun. And there's a byproduct. And you know what that byproduct is, right? Getting
Yeah.
paid. And then so you just kind of replicate that over and over by helping others. I love what I do in the credit card processing world because I know I'm helping people and, giving access to people and direct communication. Whereas in your business, there is direct communication with you as well. And I love how, like, even in the world of what we were doing is we had a whole bunch of people on a call, and or I say a call, but like here on my TV screen here, my computer monitor, and there was this guy and there's this guy and this guy, and then you chimed in, you're like, well, we're trying to accomplish this, and then he's like, oh, okay, I get it, and then he's saying this, and then putting it all together. So when you put it all together into a way that's beneficial for the client, it's not just some, typical canned approach. While there's still basics of certain information, there is not a canned approach because everybody's marketing is going to be different. Everybody's credit card processing is going to be different. Everybody's eating habits are different, right?
Mhm.
You're on the keto diet, right? So we're in
Mhm.
Vegas and we're eating at the Carmine's Italian restaurant, and you're like, "Well, I need a salad." I'm like, "Salad? I'm getting a chicken parmesan." Right?
Yep.
And you
I know.
had some, and Nadia had some. It was
Yeah.
good. Dinner was good. But hey,
Yep.
being that you're more of a concierge type business, like the way we are,
Yep.
you're getting to know your customers. What is the process that is different when you're bringing on clients to make people realize that not every marketing company is the same?
Yeah, I mean, marketing is such a big, broad term, right? There's now marketing is I feel as technology grows and develops, there's new areas or subsets of marketing that become more popular. If you would have said that you're a specialist at influencer marketing 10 years ago, they'd have been like, "What's influencer marketing?" Right? Or if you were a growth hacker, a few years ago, well, what's a growth hacker, right? Or 50 years ago, I'm an email marketer.
Yeah, what the heck is
What's
that?
email marketing, right? So as technology continues to grow and develop, what we're seeing is a lot of specialists in a lot of different subsets and areas of marketing. So just, kind of the niche that I've carved out myself and our team is I love to look for talent and people that are specialists in their area of marketing. If you need a great SEO team, your strategy is SEO, great, we can help you. If your strategy is B2B lead generation, which is that's our number one program called Lead Storm. You're a B2B business, you want to get more appointments and sales and meetings. Hey, we're a specialist in that. So now we just try to find people on the team that are specialists in what they do. So I can then walk into an engagement with a client, understand what's your product or service, what's your message, right? And who do you want to say it to? And then we're going to come in, do the research, do the work, understand their competitors, the market, their unique value proposition, budget, which is a big part of it, and find. I'm a financial, analyst or a financial advisor for their marketing. What's your
Hell yeah.
budget? Where should we put it so that we're going to get the biggest ROI? Great, I can help you. Right. The worst is when they say I don't have a budget. Okay, well, you
Oh, that means
gotta you.
you have unlimited. When I hear you don't have a budget, unlimited, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
What's
yeah.
your budget? I don't
What's
have one.
okay, yeah, come and talk to
Two
me
thumbs
in
up.
a couple of years. Like, yeah, yeah, you should. So yeah, there's fundamentals of marketing. Ultimately, that will never change. Technology is going to change. Tactics may change, but strategies, for the most part, will stay the same. And then the fundamentals and principles of marketing, they're never going to change. So understanding that, I tell our clients like, hey, your job is to know your business. I don't know kinesiology like kinesiology, right? Like I don't know early childhood
Cracking
education
backs.
like you do. Yeah, cracking backs. Like I don't know cracking backs like cracking backs, but I do know marketing. So let's put our heads together and let's figure out the right message to get to the right audience so that you get results. That's
Yeah,
really it.
exactly. I'm really disappointed, I have to tell you. I'm really disappointed. I was on your website and it says there's a part here it says brand experience. Why isn't Swipe it there? What the heck? Get your team working on that right now.
That's it, guys. Update that right now. Let me go
Yeah,
text them
yeah.
right now, guys. What the heck are you doing?
There you go. Yeah. It'll be up
Yeah,
there in a
what the
couple
heck?
hours.
That's
hmm
right.
So
Stand by.
when you talk about what you're doing at Stormbreaker Digital, you've got branding, got web design development, SEO, SMM, digital marketing, PPC, CRO, lead generation, VBO, VRBO. I mean, what are all these acronyms? Tell me break them down in like a few seconds here, each
Yeah,
one. Obviously,
RIP.
branding is really easy, right? You got to have a brand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Swipe it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Stormbreaker Digital. And, but you got web design and SEO in the background of website and SEO, there anybody can build you a website. And this is what get a little serious. This is
Yeah,
important because when you can build a website, if you're not building the this infrastructure in the background correctly, nobody knows
yeah.
you're there. And
It's
that
true.
could be a big problem for you. But what happens is if you start taking someone like you that has taken that information, puts it together, your team then will integrate and check and do all this other stuff so that you start popping up places. And then
Yeah.
there was something you guys really scared me with a couple years ago. So you got this
Mm.
guy that works with you, has this ability to kind of like, can we talk about this
Yeah,
on here
sure.
about
Yeah,
is
we
it
can
all
talk
right?
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
go for
cool. So he's got
it.
this way to like let's say if I was Walmart and Target wanted to get all the traffic that Walmart was getting, there's a way to kind of like piggyback or something. There's some strange way. Let's talk about
Mhm.
that because that was really unique to me. And I
Yeah.
know it's not too secretive or anything, but it's a unique way of helping people gain traffic to their website. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you're kind of delving into the wonderful world of growth hacking. So
Growth hacking
yeah,
with
I know, right?
Storm Digital. Stormbreaker
That's right. I
Digital.
feel like you gotta like
Ah.
rip your shirt or something when you say that like that, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have an aggressive brand. Um, but yeah,
Very
so
subtle.
thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, growth hacking is fun. Growth hacking is it's shortcutting. It's essentially shortcutting a path or a trajectory to growth, right? So you've got if you've got like black hat, which is bad. Okay, don't do black hat. That's bad. You're gonna get, and I've heard some horror stories of people that have tried to cheat Google, and Google finds out, and they'll kill you. Like you're
What's
done.
black hat?
Well, I mean, sometimes it could be like spamming backlinks. Yeah, it's just like shady tactics for marketing, and there's some
I
shady
got it.
guys
Got
out
it.
there. Yeah, there's some shady guys out there. Don't do that. But then there's
So you're
white
not
hat
doing that on my
SEO. But
website, right?
no, we're not doing that on your website. No, there's like smart marketing and then there's dumb marketing, right?
Right.
Smart marketing is essentially I know the rules, and it's almost like tax, right? How big is the tax code, right? It's hundreds or thousands of pages. And people get criticized because they understand how to play the tax game properly. Well, that's why you pay a tax advisor so that they show you, like, no, you should put your money here so you don't pay capital gains tax. Is that cheating? No, it's not. It's just knowing how to play the game, right? So you don't get penalized for playing the game right. So it's the same thing in marketing. Like all these platforms have algorithms, and you're constantly fighting against the algorithm. Like for instance, Kevin, did you know on your Facebook page, if you post something organically on your Facebook page, Facebook is going to show it to maybe 5% of your audience. And you're like, that's not fair. It's my page. Yeah, but it's their platform, so they can do whatever they want. So growth hacking finds a way
How do
around
I get
that.
it to 100% of my friends?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I mean, you could put money
Let's get
behind
Mark on the
ads.
phone. Mark,
Yeah, hey, Mark.
is this Mark Zuckerberger? What's your listen, dude? My friends want to see everything I'm putting out there. Can you do it?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
Kevin, I
good.
can't.
He said yes.
Oh, he said yes. Okay, nice. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, they're a publicly traded company, so their interest is in you spending money. That's what their interests are. So yeah, no, I mean SEO. There's some smart tactics that you can do to get some fast growth. LinkedIn. Hey, you hear my cat in the background. You want me to bring my cat on the show?
Well, we haven't had a cat on the show yet.
Well, we got the first
Oh, bring
dog,
the
and we're gonna have
cat
the
in.
first cat. Okay, we're gonna
Come
bring the cat.
on.
If
What's
she
this
lets me
cat's
pet you.
name? Let's see. Is it a tabby? Is it orange? What kind of cat? We've got a plethora of animals on this show. This isn't just the Swypit Show. We are advertising for the SPCA. Are these neutered animals? What's going on here?
Yeah, these animals
All
are
you got to
free to
do
be
is get
neutered.
some milk, and that cat will come right over.
All right, she ran away from me. She said no. I don't want to be on the show. I didn't do my hair today, so I'm not going on TV.
Yeah, the dogs will just do anything they want.
Yeah,
Hold them
they don't
up.
care.
Cats? Yeah, no.
No, they're too
Yeah, in
particular.
fact,
So
speaking of cats, there's a new show on Netflix about cats and how the cats think. Did you know that? Have you seen that?
mm, I mean, what is it? One episode? How do cats think? I mean, how complex
I
could it
well,
be?
it's I've watched some of it. It's very interesting. I haven't watched the whole thing. I don't know. I got
Yeah,
distracted.
it sounds like it. I can't imagine. I can't picture you on your couch with your feet up, wearing your slippers, watching how cats think.
Eh, I was really
You
hoping
must have
for
been
the
really
dog
bored.
show or
Yeah,
or marketing on Netflix's part, but
yeah.
So, all right. Now what we're doing now is we're doing LinkedIn advertising, we're doing website SEO, and
Yeah.
there's that growth hacking stuff if you want to do it. Tell me something unique
Yep.
that most people wouldn't even think about on their website that you folks are doing that nobody else is while they may be doing it, but you have figured out that's going to master everything. And people are going to go,
Yeah.
I'm working with that guy now.
Yeah. So there's a couple things that are really interesting that we love to do for clients. And one of them, I'll kind of cover this topic called social proof. So social proof is Imagine, people see your face on billboards, they see you on TV, they see you in the press. Then they go to your LinkedIn and your Instagram and Facebook, and they see 0 followers. They'd be like, this is a confusing message. Like, is this person really a big deal, or are they not a big deal? Right? Or, I've worked with tech startups before where they position themselves in front of investors and they say, we're the next big thing. And then you go to their social media and you're like, you guys have 47 followers. You don't really seem like a big deal. Right. So that's called social proof. When who you say about who you are, what you say about who you are, doesn't really match up with your digital presence. But when it does, you meet somebody at a conference and you guys exchange contact information, you look them up later and you're like, well, man, he's got 2 million followers on Instagram, right?
Yeah, check mark.
Psychologically, and he's got the blue check mark. You're like, this guy's famous. I just met this guy. He's famous. Why? Because it looks like he is. That's called social proof. So that's kind of the social media game that a lot of people play. It's important for brands. It's important for personal brands if you have the right strategy. Because some people will hear, hey, he's got 2 million followers. What does it matter? I don't really care. Right. But it does matter if you're trying to grow your personal brand, to grow your business. Okay. So what we do, here's a little tip. A fast way to grow your personal brand is to do what we would call a viral giveaway. Okay, so a viral giveaway on Instagram is where you take, and a lot of influencers do this.
They get naked, run down the street, and get arrested by the police.
That might work. You could try that and let me know how it goes. Yeah, don't call Stormbreaker when that happens. I can't fix that PR.
Oh, I think the police are coming.
Yeah, front page news. Kevin Hodes runs naked. I think your wife might have something to say about that.
No.
No. Company goes bankrupt after owner runs naked in the streets. So yeah, a viral giveaway is when you get a group of influencers together and they run a contest. It might be for certain prizes. They're going to tell all of their followers, hey, we're running a contest. Here are the rules. You got to follow these brands. You got to tag a friend in the post. You got to like and share. And so if I'm one of those brands that's in the contest of all these influencers and they're telling their millions of followers to go and follow my account, that then will have a viral effect on everybody, all the other accounts that are in the contest. And it's not buying followers. It's not cheating. It's just smart marketing, right? Email. Wow. People have been doing this over email all the time. They share to their subscribers about another email newsletter, and they'll use their newsletter base to build their own base, right? It's just getting eyeballs to go on a different location. That's a fast way to grow brands on social media and get social proof. Then you meet people and you're like, oh man, he's got like 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers. He's a big deal. Yes and no. He's just really smart. He's a smart marketer.
Wow.
That's a little secret.
A little secret. Is that on the down low?
It's on the down low. You can't really tell anybody.
That's, is how come that's, I mean, is that the Stormbreaker Digital tip of the day?
That's the tip of the day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is.
I just can't help it, man. Every time I'm on your website, I'm like, Stormbreaker Digital.
Dude, you're going to have to get like some cough syrup or something. That's going to hurt your throat. If there's a doctor watching this, you might need to check in with a doctor after.
I need a little tea with lemon. If somebody would be happy to bring that to me, that would be very helpful.
And some cucumber water.
Yeah. So, people over the years have been working with you, and I know you've got some pretty awesome clients. Obviously the Texas Legends kind of introduced you to a lot of the other NBA G League teams, right? What would you say is probably been your most funnest client that you've actually had the opportunity to work with? And I don't want you to play favorites. Something happened that was really unique that you felt was, wow, I need to implement this for everybody else. You know what I mean? Where was that aha type of thing?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I got to give a shout out to the Texas Legends. They've been, we've been with them since 2019. They're just amazing. I absolutely love the Texas Legends. Malcolm Farmer, all of the wonderful people up there. I mean, they've changed my life and my business, and that's no exaggeration. They really have. So it's been a lot of fun. it's been a lot of fun. Found Kevin through there. Found Nadia through the Legends organization. That's a story for another day. But they're they're
Go
incredible.
Legends,
Go
Andrew.
Legends. I'm a Legends, I'm a Legends lifer. But it's been cool to test things out with the Legends that then I've gone and implemented in other sports teams. So if you would say which one was like my favorite client to work with, it would have to be the New Jersey Devils, because growing up as a kid, my favorite hockey team was the New Jersey Devils. I love Martin Brodeur. I love
Wow.
Scott Stevens, Scott Niedermeyer. I mean, I had the jersey, I had signed stuff by them. Like, I was all in. I was a big fan. Yeah, being from Toronto, I got heckled a lot because I didn't like the Maple Leafs. I liked the Devils. And eventually, when they became my clients, I think it was last year, or no, it was 2020. They became my clients, and signed them and worked with their sales team, implementing a strategy for B2B lead generation, getting them appointments with business owners and stuff. That was a really special moment. I remember I took a selfie and posted on Instagram, and I was like, I made it. I really did. But I felt like I was, a big deal. I just signed the Devils. Like, this is a miracle. How cool is that? Oh,
Yes,
here's my
like,
bro.
what are the chances? It's like, how did that happen? Just
Yeah.
that whole process, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we've worked with a number of pro teams since then. I've been to the sales and marketing meeting at the NBA. I've given webinars to all the NBA, WNBA, G League presidents, GMs, head of marketing. It's been cool. And shout out to John Bishop. Couldn't have made that, couldn't have done that without John. He's been a big advocate for everything that we've been doing on LinkedIn. But my brother just popped in here and he said Felix Potvin is the best. Boo Devils. Hey, get that bum off of here. He's not allowed to comment. Get that
See?
bum out of here. Block him.
I see that.
What a
Alright,
loser. Go
can we
home.
hey, Ryan, how do we just get rid of Andrew Kretzman there, Can we
Yeah.
block people on the show? Come on.
Block. Get him out of here. Throw out
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bum.
Hey, I wanna ask you, you've worked for, like, some of these bigger agencies, right? And, what did you find that, and we don't have to say who they are or anything, but, like,
Yeah.
what did you find. Let me go back, let me go back. The reason I'm successful in the credit card processing business is because I'm doing what they're not doing. And they're missing the boat on a number of things. And I found all of the crap that they were doing that they shouldn't be doing. So, like, in my world, it was easy to make that transition, and it helped me become very successful because I just don't do what they do, right? But what is it when you were working for the bigger agency that you go, you know what, I'm going to start my own and I'm going to do this better, right? But it wasn't better. It
Yeah.
was what was it? What made that I'm going to do this and it's going to work for me because
Yeah.
I am the official. Ah, what is it?
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker Digital. You got to
Yeah.
unleash the storm.
Unleash it, man. Come
We
on.
got we got all kinds of taglines going on here,
All
man. I
kinds,
love it
man. Hashtag grab your umbrella. It's about to rain.
because it is the Stormbreaker.
That's right. There's a storm brewing.
Matt, Andrew, Stormbreaker.
That's
Yeah. So, like,
right. Yeah.
what did you learn from the mistakes that the other companies were doing?
Um, I think, what one of the things that led to me kind of starting my own marketing agency, and I'm still good friends with everybody else, that I've worked with and for in the industry, and
Yeah,
I
I'm not
wouldn't
trying to
be
throw them
here.
under the bus or
Yeah,
anything.
no, it's all
You
good.
know.
I get it. It's totally fine. And I wouldn't be here without them. And I've told them that many, many times. But there's just a way that I do business. And there's just something different about saying it's your business, than when it's not. Something that I'll tell you that I love to do for my clients and people that I network with. I love, and this is why we're connected. I'm a connector. I'm a net weaver. I just love, and that's just, there's a way of living when that's who you are, and it's a way of doing business. When my brother jumped in as partner last year, and we'd always work with our CFO, he would say, no, what's your marketing spend, right, to get your clients? I'm like, well, it's actually like nothing, because I don't really, I sell through networking, and my primary way of networking is through LinkedIn. So if anything, I'm investing in my business and growing my business because of the relationships I generate on LinkedIn. Like, I practice what I preach. What I do for my clients is what I do for myself. And so you've got a lot of agencies out there that are spending a ton of money on ads, and they're working with clients who are spending a lot of money on ads. And for some brands, it makes sense. E-commerce, you kind of almost have to spend money on ads. But when you're a B2B business, there's other ways to go about marketing that actually drives growth that doesn't involve you spending money on ads. So I
Yeah.
love bringing the networking and relational side of marketing, which is really what most of our clients, they hire me for that because they don't know how to implement the strategy. So it was more about me just, being highly relational, love being a connector. There's ways to turbocharge that, which is growth hacking. We turbocharge networking for our clients. And then the other thing I would say is I'm very pragmatic. Kevin, I very much, I care less about how we got there and more about did we arrive, right? Like I'm very focused on the end goal and less about, did it look pretty along the way? There's a world for that, but when you invest so much in branding, and now majority of people we're talking to, they're not billion-dollar companies where brand matters that much. But when you're a small company, a solopreneur, you know brand isn't really the biggest deal. You shouldn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on your website and have an absolute rock solid killer brand, because you're not there yet. You don't need that yet. You probably should just spend a few $1,000s on your website and then just get the rest of it out there and spend it in sales and marketing to get you more revenue. That's where you should put the money. But you and I, we both like we're tag teaming a client right now where we've seen, and I've seen this story many times. Companies come and they spend 50, 60, 70, $100,000 on their website, and then they come and they're like, man, we just spent all this money and
Yeah.
it's a bit of a mess. I'm like, man, guys, you really don't you don't need to spend that much money there. Unfortunately, you got people that take advantage in marketing, and
Yep.
I just don't like that. Same thing in your
Yep.
industry, right? Credit card processing. There's slime balls everywhere. You just got to be able
Yep.
to sniff them out.
Yeah. And what happens is they eventually, they go away, and the people that are really doing good things are still around. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know how I'm around for 20 something years. I would have thought somebody would have killed me already because I've been stealing all their damn
Yeah.
clients. But like you and what you're doing for some clients of ours and things of that nature, I try to tell people all the time, you know, don't this happens every day all over the country. A business, they open the door, they turn the light on, and they just think people are going to just come right in. They don't do anything to drive people to their place of business. And what happens is the website needs to be good, and it needs to be accessible, it has to be
Yeah.
catchy, and it needs to be,
Hmm.
plain and simple. What you have is somebody, it might be an engineer that just got laid off at their job. They create a website that's so bulky, so crazy, you can't even look at it. Why am I going to want to buy something on it? Why am I going to want to go to that website
Yeah.
and see where your location is? I wouldn't even want to bother. But if you make
Hmm.
it so that it's really concise, easy to look at, and smooth on the eyes, I might be more interested. And then I might do a little more research. Wait a minute,
Yeah.
where are they located? Where are they at? And I might then go to the store and maybe even purchase something. But if people just wouldn't listen to all the, you know, i- people get burned all the time, right? And then they've
Hmm.
been burned so much, they never make the transition. I've got people like that too, that they've just been burned and burned and burned and burned and burned. So, like, one thing I learned from Major, from Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney, who is
Hmm.
the founder of Folds of Honor, he said it's called synchronicity, and that synchronized connection of people. So what happens is the people that
Yeah.
you're surrounding yourself with, if you're still hanging with the same people, you're still do business with the same people, you're doing everything the same, then nothing's really ever going to change. But once you start making minute little changes to get yourself into a bigger picture, you start stepping outside of the box. You start letting in people that have a different outlook of what your business is from the outside, them looking in, and they go, this is where we need to do this, and we need to do this, and we need to do this. And we got to be careful because, like, you and I are one and the same, where we make mistakes where we're so passionate about it. We need to implement this. Sometimes we need to go a little slower. And
Hmm.
I do go a little too fast in some cases. But the
Hmm.
one thing that you and I both have is we have conviction, and we have the credibility, and we have the ability to have people understand these are the ways that it needs to be done, and hopefully they can go, all right, let's make it happen, because
Mm.
those unique things are going to make the complete different turnaround of your business. And if you're
Yep.
surrounding yourself with those right synchronized functions and your team is all synchronized together, you could really be a force to be reckoned with within your own company.
Yep.
And I mean, it blows my mind how much people get down in the weeds of, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? You got to work with the right people. And, working
Yeah.
with Matt is one of those organizations that will get things done. And that's why I, am the new spokesperson for
Yeah.
Stormbreaker
Yeah, you
Digital.
are. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you're like your big suit is coming in the mail. It's a giant lightning bolt. Okay.
I'm looking to make a mascot of credit card processing. So, if we could figure that out, we could figure one out for
Hey,
Stormbreaker. Maybe
listen,
be like a lightning
I'll
bolt.
walk around. I'll walk around town in a giant credit card suit. You walk around town in a giant lightning bolt.
Yeah, yeah. I found something I wanted to play here. Hold on, let's see. This is what you have. You have this. Hold on, if it'll play. Here we go. Old song. Yeah, yeah. Because you know what you were talking, I was sitting here going, maybe you have the Midas touch, right? You ever hear the song?
uh, mm, maybe once or twice, but I guarantee you, Nadia has every word memorized.
Yeah, because you got the Midas touch. Oh, the chorus has got to come up here sooner or later, right? Where is it? Yeah, yeah. There you go. Anyway, so while you were, oh, I can't turn it off. So while you were talking about the stuff that you were doing, I was like, he's got the Midas touch. So there you go.
There
Now
you
here's
go.
your new tagline. You ready? It's
Yeah.
Stormbreaker Digital. We got the Midas touch. No,
I feel like we're gonna have to work on. We're gonna have to remix that song so it's a little more like gritty.
yeah, it's a little too slow. What's crazy
Yeah.
is that I used to go to the dance clubs in Poughkeepsie, New York, when I first turned like 21, and I was out there, they had like like thinking about Prince and how the Prince hair, everybody had the Prince hair. I don't know, that's before your time. I don't even What year were
I
you
want
born?
I want to see those pictures, man. Show us those pictures. You with the Prince hair.
No. No, no, no. Listen,
Yeah,
one style all my life until I lost it. Still the same style now.
it's
Bald.
very nice.
Nice and easy. Just
Hey,
shave it and be done with it.
you're done. I love it.
That's all right. That's all right. Well,
Yeah.
Adriana Morel.
Adriana.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Yep,
look, we
Adriana.
got over here. We got
Yep,
I don't know.
she's the
It just
best.
says LinkedIn user. It says that's the jam. Okay.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
LinkedIn user that
Stormbreaker Digital.
is.
Kevin is our new voiceover.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
Andrew.
Andrew.
Gotta like that. you know. Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Anyways, hey, you're a force to be reckoned with. Ooh, kind of like that one too.
I
So,
appreciate
listen, you got
that.
you got a marketing guru who can take your business to the next level. I find that a lot of people, they think like, okay, um, I've just started with you. It's been a week. How come I don't have like the doors are just not, people aren't rushing in and they're not buying from me. Why does it take so long? Tell me that.
Yeah, yeah, great question. It all depends on your strategy and what you're selling. If you're pushing a product, can you get purchases, tomorrow? If you turn on ads, it's going to take some time for those ads to actually optimize and get through the learning phase. But yeah, I mean, there are it's sales cycles, right? Like it's easier to push a product than it is a service, and that goes back to social proof sometimes too. Like you said, people are doing research. They're contemplating, should I work with you or should I work with your competitor? And they're going through that process all day, every day. So,
Yep.
I mean, really, you got two types of marketing, right? You got inbound, you got outbound. Outbound is a pattern interrupt. They're not looking for you, you're looking for them. And when you're looking for them, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to convert those people from the top of the funnel up here where they're not problem aware, they're not solution aware, and you just bumped into them and you're like, buy from me. They're like, wait a second, let's go on a first date, right? It's going to take some time. That's outbound marketing. Inbound
Yeah.
marketing is like you know, looking for a date on like a dating platform. Everybody's on there for the same reason. They're looking to get a date. Those are inbound, those are warm leads. You can go ahead and get one of those, right? And that's Google. Google's very expensive. So, because they know that people are coming there with a problem, you got a solution. The only way to really shortcut that, you got two options: paid or organic. Organic is a long game. If you want to get leads like right away, you got to spend money on ads. Money like PPC on Google, that's probably the fastest way. Again, if you're not an e-commerce brand, you could still, but that's the fastest way to get sales, but comes at a price. It comes at a
What do you
premium.
think of YouTube as a way to generate leads too?
Yeah, YouTube is great. You know, I've heard great things about YouTube being it's a very cheap platform to run ads. It's cheaper than some other platforms out there, but it depends on your content. Most people shy away from YouTube honestly because it requires them to make video content, and they don't want to make video content. You know, um,
Why not? They got video right here.
I know not everybody's as comfortable as you and I when we get in front of the camera because I mean you got that gorgeous face, so you don't mind putting it in front of everybody. But not everybody can do the Stormbreaker Digital
That's right.
impression, you know.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
depends on your comfort level, you know.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, Stormbreaker. I will say get
Yeah.
on TikTok. You know, if you're looking for fast results, TikTok's a good platform to be on right now too. A lot of hype around
Really?
TikTok. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I know my
Again,
daughter's on TikTok and my wife's on TikTok. I don't
yeah.
have a TikTok little app. Do you have TikTok?
Yeah, I have an account. I'm not doing anything with it though. But my brother, you know, my brother slash business partner, his eldest son, he's managing an account for their dog, and they did a video the other day that got 10,000 views, organic.
Wow.
Just posted a
How does
video
that
about their
happen?
dog. Well, we were kind of dissecting it to try and figure that out. Um, what we think one of the reasons why it happened was because they used an audio clip that was trending and was very popular. And so much like Instagram, they get you to make videos like reels or TikTok videos with the audio in the background. So then if you
Huh.
use a trending audio on a video, they're going to push it up like in the feed. And so more people are going to
Mm.
see it because they want to see what other people are doing and being creative with that audio clip. It's yeah.
You got me thinking. Yeah. You got
Mm-hmm.
me thinking. Let me see. Hold on. Because I got to play this in the background. And I think I have to say, I don't own the rights. Is that what you got to say? Because I don't own the rights to this song. Is that right? Is
Yeah,
that how that works?
we'll go with that. Don't get a
I
lawsuit.
yeah. So like I hear this song everywhere,
Is that bitch a clock? Yeah, it's thick 30.
right? Have you heard
I've
this?
been through
I have
a
not.
lot, but I'm still
What?
flirty.
Lizzo.
Is everybody back up in the
You know
building?
who Lizzo
It's been
is?
a minute, tell me how you feeling.
Oh,
Cause I'm about to get into my
Lizzo.
Lizzo. I don't know
Yeah.
Lizzo.
I don't own the rights to this song.
Apparently, you're cooler than I am. I don't even know this song. Look at you. I mean, oh, now I know
Oh
the
man.
chorus. I recognize the chorus, but I didn't know it to know the song.
Yeah.
Now I know what your playlist is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
We
this
get in
is this
trouble
is
playing music. Ryan just told me. So the producer of the show just came on and said, "No more. Cut that out.
cut
You
that
can't be
out.
doing that."
You're gonna get
Okay.
us in trouble, man.
Yeah. I got it. All right. Well,
All
anyways,
right,
what else do you
fine.
want to tell our listeners before we say sayonara and move on to another afternoon? Because, what I'd like people to know is to go to, and we've already said it at the beginning, is we need people to go to what location? What's the website where people will find you?
Yeah, unleashstormbreaker.com. They can go there, or the other place. I hang out most on LinkedIn. So if you find me on
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, send me a connection request, and I'll respond your message there. But that's my platform of choice. I'm there every day,
All day, every day.
all
Really,
day, every
that's
day.
interesting.
Hmm.
I am I this is what I do. So like on my phone, I got all these things here. So like there'll be like a number. I got to get rid of the numbers. Is that a
Mhm.
big deal for you or not? Like, I
Uh,
don't know, I got 14. There's a number 14
oh.
here. It's not very many, but I don't know what it is. So some sort of notifications, right? So I got to
Mhm,
make
mhm,
that go away. So let's talk about
mhm.
what those notifications were. Have you ever looked at your notifications?
Um, yeah, all the time. Which
All the
notifications?
time.
Where?
So, like, mine's I don't know where this comes from, right? It says Honda's making a $4.4 billion investment in EV batteries.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's
Okay.
that's interesting. And then
Interesting.
there's the improve your optimism with these expert tips. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not sure who this person is, but it's the starting line at Maine & Company's first gen employees are on their own. Ooh. Did you see? You're
Mm.
probably one of those people, right? So it says the starting line at many companies, first gen employees are on their own. First, so what does that really mean? So I'm going to have to open this up, and it says how employers can do better. Ooh, so basically what that means is their first gen people, they probably just said, okay, this is what you're going to do. Sit here, do this, and then they just go, right? And that's
Mhm.
probably why these people are leaving their job in a year or two, right? Because they feel kind of left out, right? So in recent years,
Yep.
large swaths of corporate America have committed to doing better on diversity, equality, equity, and inclusion. But when it comes to first generation professionals, much of the business world is still in the dark. Ooh. Yeah. So if you were hiring somebody, would you give them a clear picture of what they're supposed to be doing? Because it says here, we still don't even have a clear picture of how many first gen professionals make up the US workforce. How can you not know first gen, right? Isn't
Mm.
there statistics of people getting out of college? Oh, wait a minute. College is now paid for by the government, right? In some shape, form, or another.
Yeah, in
I
some
don't know.
shape, form, or another. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
We
I
probably
don't
shouldn't go
know. I
there.
mean, it's interesting. So let's go back to I don't want to like or whatever of this. I mean, how much of this when you're scrolling through, what is it? Is it news or is it more of people contacting you, asking you questions about Stormbreaker Digital?
Yeah. Are you talking about LinkedIn?
Yeah,
Scrolling the LinkedIn feed? Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so understanding the LinkedIn feed and LinkedIn as a platform. Geez, at a most basic level, how I get business from LinkedIn is not necessarily by scrolling the feed, looking at other pieces of content. Like I'm not out there looking for who's looking for marketing, and then I'm going to comment and say, message me, I can help you. Like that's not how I
Oh,
do.
like this one here that I have, right? This stuff here comes up all the time, right? Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I came across your profile here in Sales Navigator. What's Sales Navigator? Am I
Yeah.
in that
Sales.
or something?
Everybody is. If you're on LinkedIn, you're in Sales Navigator. Everybody
Oh,
is.
okay. I didn't know that. See?
Yeah.
I'm with such and such financial, and I offer alternative finance solutions to small and medium sized businesses who can't get approved through traditional means. I believe we have a great opportunity for you to partner with us if you're presently working with small businesses. I've
Yeah. It's
attached our
horrible.
partnership PDF to give you some additional information. I want to respond back saying, I'm never going to respond, but I
No,
want to
because no.
respond back to let you know that this method is never going to work. And I
Yeah.
bet you don't get a lot of people responding back. What
Yeah.
is
No, you
wrong
should.
with this method of advertising? Please tell
Yeah.
me.
Okay, not number one, that person made it all about themselves. They
That's
made it
correct.
100% about themselves. Number two, they're doing that at mass. Like they're not even taking the time to do the research to even know who you are and what you care about.
It does
They don't
say
even
hi,
understand
Kevin.
your business.
It
Yeah, it
does.
says it does. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you should take them up on the offer. I don't know. You could be turning down a really big opportunity. Maybe you
I'm
should,
like, what is
book a
going
call.
on here? Right. And then he's got click here for my calendar. It's all about him.
That's all about him.
It's
It's all about him.
totally
Yeah.
there. It's like, hey, thanks for connecting would have been nice.
Yeah.
Or
Thanks for
if
connecting.
I
Yeah.
connected with him, how do I know if I'm connected with this guy? I don't even
Yeah.
know. Probably am.
If you click accept or click the check mark, then I'll guarantee you within 48 hours, you're going to get a follow up message from that
Oh,
guy.
yeah, I've already. Hey, listen, some of these guys do it in like 30 seconds. It's like bam.
hmm
I'm like, hey, thanks
hmm
for connecting with me. I mean,
Yeah.
I look through typically a lot of times now. Like if they don't know like certain people, I won't connect with them. if they're in my business. Listen, if you're in the credit card processing space, do not connect with me. Listen, if you sneak in the back door, I will find out and I will delete you. I don't want to talk to you. Listen, no offense to Matt, and maybe Matt wants to talk to other marketing people to share whatever. I don't want to talk to you if you're in the credit card processing business. You know what? Because literally, nothing what you're doing is succeeding. Okay, I just don't want to talk. Like people will say, "Hey, listen, I got a buddy of mine. He's in the credit card processing business. The two of you guys should get together." Yeah, no,
Yeah. Why?
don't do that. Don't come to me with that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
right? Why?
Yeah.
Why does Walmart want to talk to Target? Why does Target want to talk to Walmart? You think they're getting together for coffee?
Yeah. No.
No.
No, but you look okay. So here we're talking about like strategic partnerships, right? Walmart and Target, they're competition. They're not strategic partners. But big brands, Disney and Target are partners. Why? Because Disney made a shopping experience inside of Target. It's really smart.
Yes.
Now they're tapping into Target's foot traffic. So you got to understand your business and who your good strategic partners are. Kevin and I make great partners. Why? Because we care about his clients, my clients making more money. That's what we care about. We want them to be more
Yeah, I
profitable,
mean,
right?
and you know what? The goal is to you get a client, and then that client then makes more money, and in turn they process more credit cards. What a beautiful thing! Everybody works together. It just
Everybody
works,
wins.
right?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
you refer me to one of your clients that needs to be having their crap fixed, and we fix it, and that in turn creates more of a strategic relationship through a more bonded connection. It's an
Mm-hmm.
added value. It doesn't
It's an
even have
added
to be
value.
about, making more money or not. It's just that there's a way to fix things. And
Yeah,
sometimes people
exactly.
just need to fix stuff. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. Yep.
But
Yep.
listen, we
Exactly.
could jam all day right here. We could probably have another
We really
show.
could.
We could do a show anytime we want, probably. Oh, look,
Yeah,
my
we
light
could.
just came back on. Look at
Oh,
that.
and you
We
know what?
could have
I think, listen, we should have another one because I can actually share my screen on this thing. And so we could do another one, and I'll share my screen. We can actually get in the weeds on LinkedIn if you want, and just give away a ton of value to your audience. Like,
let's
hey,
do that.
here, let's do that because I can
Okay,
give you a lot of
we'll
tips.
schedule. We'll figure out the schedule on when we can do that. We'll have to talk to the director and find out
Yeah.
what the schedule's like, because
What schedule?
this is really unique because it's Stormbreaker Digital.
Stormbreaker Digital.
Yeah, I gotta get a D. Is there S looks better for like Superman.
It does. It does. Yeah, it does.
Not a
D-
Stormbreaker Digital.
digital.
But thank you so much for being on the show. I'm excited
Yeah.
for some things happening in the next 60 days for you and your
Thank you.
family. We won't go into that right now, but maybe we could talk about it in the future. But of
Yeah,
course,
sure.
Stormbreaker Digital, go to unleashstormbreaker.com to get all
.com.
your information to obliterate your competition. And of course, you can check him out on LinkedIn. It's Matt Cretzman, MattCretzman. And of course, we are come to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Swypit Show on the Success Network. I am Kevin Hodes, your host. Of course, we want you to like and share and follow and all that good stuff. And we want you to always be making some more money. And hopefully you learned some stuff today. I'm so excited to have had Matt on. Thank you so much, Ryan, for doing all the stuff that you do. Of course, do what you want, when you want. We'll see you next time on the Swypit Show.